names that may have previously not been inside of our scope, which we have included into our scope as a result of kind of a transition to a more ESG focus across the investment landscape. But across trading strategies, no.
Okay. And do you think ESG will widen market participation?
Yeah, I don't see why not.
But you think it's going to be more like for individual investors, or?
I think it'll be a mix of institutional, retail, and retirement portfolios alike. I think that this is kind of we're transitioning to a new landscape, and how people view how imperative it is to kind of invest socially, responsibly, and environmentally responsibly. That I don't see just one particular subsect of investors engaging with it. I think it'll probably be widely adopted.
Okay. So just moving to questions on market structure, because we're going to see this big MiFID II review this July. What issues would you like to see addressed there?
That's a good question. I'll probably pass on that question.
Okay.
To be completely honest, I'm not too up on the whole MiFID structure. And like I mentioned before, I think it is very possible that we should probably revisit that once the UK and Europe probably determine how they're going to pursue the whole MiFID conversation whenever those decisions are made.
Sure. So just a question on maybe more on the idea of consolidated tape that we talk about in Europe for a long time, about creation of real-time consolidated tape. Would you be in favor of it? Would it be interesting for you?
I think it would be something that's interesting to explore. Have you heard any recent updates on the matter?
No, not really. I mean, there is a paper from ESMA on that, but it's still very, very general. So it's kind of a story that never ends. But yeah, we are more asking like what people would like to see in this consolidated tape, and are they in favor of it, or it's more than they think, that concept will never happen at the end.
Yeah, I certainly would probably be in favor of it on the surface. I think it all depends on the quality of the data and kind of reducing fragmentation across various markets across Europe. I think it makes a ton of sense from a regulatory standpoint. But like you said, I think that might be wishful thinking in the long run.
Well, gonna see in July. So just a question on dark trading. Are you using it, and would the proposal for the EU to lower the double volume cap threshold affect you in any way?
No, they will not.
Okay. And how about periodic auctions? Are you using them, and would that be a problem if the regulators would curtail this process?
Periodic options? Not something that I use personally, so I would have to pass on that question.
Okay. And just the last from those, market structure questions. How about systematic internalizers? Do you have any experience with them? And if yes, like what channels do you use? Traditional, broker, electronic?
So we don't use them currently. I guess you asked what our technology projects are for this year. And my response was TCA. If I had to give you a 2022 internal technology project, it would be around systematic internalizers and the like. But at the moment, we do not use them.
Okay. So just moving to research, how are you managing your corporate access currently to the research?
Well, we under MiFID it is all it's all separated from trading.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So,
yeah. But it's,
historically it would have been used through managed through trading, but that's all managed by our investment teams now.
Okay. And do you think those proposals of rebundling the services for small caps SMEs would be beneficial in terms of research? Would that increase the coverage of research for them, or is it just that the demand for the research for SMEs is not that high?
I think the demand for research is always high. It just depends on the quality received and the relationship you have with. I really can't speak to it though, because as I mentioned, the management of research is all taken care of outside of trading, so it's not within our scope.
Okay. So just two questions on brokers. Is your broker engagement strategy changing?
Broker engagement strategy?
Yeah, I mean, are you,
Yeah, I mean, go ahead.
Are you, increasing number of brokers, decreasing? How it looks like more or less?
I would say over the last 3 years, it would be characterized as a reduction in the panel to kind of concentrate those that offer global services, as well as making sure that we are relevant to a subsect instead of kind of bleeding ourselves across a broader number of brokers. However, as of lately, we've actually brought on a few to reverse that trend, and so. It would be increasing this calendar year so far.
Okay. And have you seen any changes in service quality levels over the past year?
No, I don't think so. I wouldn't say that there's been any changes for the better or for the worse over the past year specifically.
Okay. So just two last questions. Have you seen any innovation in algos over the last year? And yes, if yes, what's the source of it?
No. I mean, algos, the ones that we're using are kind of your basic run-of-the-mill algos. Everyone's got the same VWAP, dark-seek, IES algos. Over the past year, I certainly haven't seen any innovation. However, we have been in touch with our electronic trading providers and ensured that we are utilizing their suite of algos to the fullest of our capability. But I haven't seen any innovation, and that's probably because a lot of teams outside of the traders themselves are working from home and have worked from home over the last year.
Okay. And have algo wheels impacted your desk in any way?
Have what?
Algo wheels.
Algo use?
Wheels.
Oh, yeah, we don't currently use one.
Okay.
I'm sure at some point in the future that is certainly a strategy we will explore, but at the moment, no, we're not currently using an algo wheel.
Okay.